government is running.
Okay.
That's a narrative that I fell for at the beginning during the impeachment, that there's this a tribal man, this is a person who only thinks about his tribe and his people. And it's an easy narrative to sell to people who don't know Rigathi Gachagua. You understand?
Yeah.
It's an easy narrative to sell because, I mean, he is from the mountain.
Yeah.
It is like when I talk, people are like, "Huyu anakuanga na mdomo sana." There are some characteristics it's easy for you to say, but we know who Orwoba is because you can just put a blanket over, you know, and that's the narrative that government is using.
Yeah.
But if you really look at the person that has ended up uniting Kenyans, in terms of even people feeling like, okay, I belong in this country because there's this person who's speaking on my behalf. It is actually Rigathi Gachagua.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I may not be your best, and I don't claim to be, but I'm the one you have.
So, I mean, in all fairness, forget how he has conducted himself in the US. As far back as, let's even talk immediately after impeachment. You look at all the formations that he's having. This is a person who everybody said cannot work with anyone.
Yeah.
Yet they have had a very strong formation with all these leaders from all the different regions. The Natembea, you know. I mean, if he was a person who could not, if he's a tribal person, honestly, I don't think he would have sustained an united opposition this long. By now he would have been running solo. And even when there was a scare, when we had the utterances in Kisii of the governor trying to say that maybe, you know, we don't want this guy, whatever, there was that thing like, oh, okay, so now the opposition is, there's some, you know, immediately after that, it was definitely obvious that that was something they were trying to push because we saw now Gachagua with Matiangi and all these people. Even in the US, there was a photo that came out. So I feel like if you're a tribal person and the way they're trying to paint it, that this guy can only think about Mount Kenya and the Kikuyus, then how is it that he has managed to sustain a union, a partnership with the likes of Kalonzo, who's also a very dominant figure?
Yeah.
How is it that he has managed to sustain a partnership with Matiangi all this time? Natembea, there were Malwas and, you know, all Martha Karua, all these people.
Could it be a matter of convenience?
No. I think people need to start setting aside some of the narratives that have been run about people and then just interrogate the person according to what you see. Yeah, instead of buying into someone's narrative. When you start doing that, you start seeing people for who they really are.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's an issue of fake news. There's a lot of fake news. Yeah.
All right. Well, when you look.
So as we all know, Orwoba has never been the brightest bulb in the room. But whatever she's saying about Gachagua is kind of true. He might not be as tribal as they portray him. But what sealed the deal for him is when he came up with the shares idea. So him running away from that is very, very, very tough. But maybe he was set up to say those things because we can tell that Ruto forced him to dress in a primitive way. Ruto forced him to say some of the things. Ruto forced him to attack some of the people. And he didn't know any better. He didn't know that he will be the next victim. And again, for this thing called propaganda, is that you repeat something for so long that everyone now believes it. Because that's the only thing nowadays they say. Whatever Gachagua says, they don't attack his point of view or his arguments. They attack the person. So ule mtu mchochezi, ule mtu wa kabila. So at times he can be saying the truth, but they don't address whatever he's saying. They address the person. That's what Kindiki is doing. That's what Mukram is doing. But now, at times, we should give flowers to Gachagua. He is the only guy that can go against people of his tribe that are doing wrong things. Something that Ruto has never done, something that Raila has never done. Raila can never correct Orengo, and Orengo is looting the county dry. Raila can never correct people like Mbadi, can never correct, like, those people are doing bad things, those people are harassing Sifuna, he can never correct them. Someone like Ruto, DIG Lagat is from his village. He has been involved in the murder of a youth, but he can't even fire him. Like, this person that has committed a crime that has led to loss of life, but he can't even, let alone criticizing, he can't even fire him. People like Murkomen are doing most erroneous things. Murkomen literally said for ordered the police to unalive people. The president did nothing. Then they are the same people that are calling Gachagua the tribalist. But the real tribalist is the man at the top, if you are being honest. Because he can never criticize the people. He can never criticize his people. Gachagua can. Gachagua, if you go against whatever he believes in, no matter whether you are a Kikuyu, a Kamba, a Kalenjin, a Luo, he'll criticize you. So the same thing he does to Kabogo, the same things he does to Moses Kuria. So whenever he disagrees with you, like he can criticize you. I think with someone like Ndini Nyoro, he overdid it, but he can criticize you regardless of where you come from. So as much as mostly he fights for his people, which is understandable because he wants to be the kingpin, them using it always against him means that there is some agenda behind it, and it might be more of a propaganda than reality. But the argument Orwoba is giving also is flawed. Gachagua at the moment has no otherwise but to at least build a group or build a formation. But it's not for long before it breaks, because this person like the people he's around is functioning with the forming formation with, apart from Matiangi, the rest all can be bought. Even is a deputy party leader. All those people can be bought. That's the down.